Kitchen staff are one of the hardest working people that we frequently underappreciate because we just get to the restaurant, the food shows up and we eat, but we never realize how much work it actually took to make sure that plate consistently shows up in the top-notch quality. Welcome to the TohirT channel. My name is Tahir and today we're talking about the kitchen staff, their hard work, their dedication, and we will use the example of Chef Jane from here in the New York City. Let's do this! My respect for the kitchen staff dates back to when I read for the first time Anthony Bourdain's Kitchen Confidential. That book gives you so much insight into what's happening behind the doors of the restaurant inside that kitchen. Man, I highly recommend the book. I highly recommend the audiobook because Anthony Bourdain himself narrates it. That book clearly explained to me why those top chefs, the Gordon Ramsays, Anthony Bourdains, Chef Janes of the world, are so tough-skinned and so direct in their communication. That job is hard. High intensity, all day, every week, every month, every year. Make sure you do not make any mistake. A single mistake on a single meal can ruin the entire evening. Multiple mistakes across multiple days can ruin the entire business. You have to be diligent, you have to be thoughtful, you have to plan everything accordingly and ahead of time. Every meal have to be consistently good for every single customer because each one of them entered that restaurant with a very specific expectations. No wonder that by the time we enter the restaurant, the kitchen staff has been hard at work for the past 5 to 8 hours, making sure everything is nipped, tick and tight and ready for us to consume.
I think it's important that I'm the first one in. It's important for staff to see that I'm present. So in the morning, I like being by myself. It's just me in the kitchen. It's very calm, quiet. I can put everything in place the way I want it. I start putting on the stocks right away. I gotta get that going first thing. It takes about like 10 hours for us.
Meet Chef Jane, a Michelin star rated chef out of the Jeju Noodle bar here in New York City, now a Korean spot that I have to visit. I grew up with Uzbek cuisine and Korean cuisine next to each other on the table, so I'm very passionate, I'm very biased towards Korean food. I love it. So now I have a perfect excuse thanks to About to Eat video about Chef Jane and what it's like to be a chef for you to make sure those top-notch ingredients, all the high-quality products that arrived on that day are there on time. You have to plan days and weeks and sometimes months ahead. There's a lot of operations work happening behind the closed doors, whether it's to the kitchen staff or the kitchen office. This definitely presents a stark contrast to what you would see on a show like Kitchen Nightmares, for example, or a video that I discuss here about Gordon Ramsay. You can literally tell how all those chefs that you see in those TV shows are burnt out. There's so much hard work and dedication goes into every single day. And as a chef de cuisine and the leader of that kitchen staff, you have to be on point every single day of every single week of every single month. You have no breaks. You always have to supervise. You always have to make sure things are moving along and every single plate that leaves the kitchen is again represents that top-notch quality that the customer expects. Unless you really want to sneak in that cookie, you have no breaks and you have to keep pushing from the moment you enter the restaurant to the moment you leave. Chef Jane does it all. Her at the station is like watching an artist creating a piece of art, and after all the days done and all the meals are being fed to all the customers, she does not feel like she's above the cleanup and helping her crew wrap up the day at the kitchen.
You know, your service is done and you just want to go home. You know, you're tired, but it has to be done. You come together at the end of the night and you push through the moments that you don't want to be doing. Sometimes it's like 11 bags of garbage and bones from the stock and it's heavy, but we still have to do it. It's about like maintaining that integrity.
I know it's random, but seeing a chef de cuisine breaking down the restaurant with their team after the long and a busy day is actually inspirational to me. Becoming a Michelin star rated chef takes a lot of hard work. Some would argue it takes a lot of skills, taste buds and education, but I also would argue it takes a lot of that consistent execution in the smallest and tiniest details, including taking out the garbage and making sure your kitchen is up to snuff. No chef de cuisine actually achieves that Michelin star without their entire staff, so they all have to be prepared, they all have to be supervised, they all have to be trained accordingly. With all of that encompassed together, to me that's an exciting part of observing the kitchen staff at work because each one of them have to work together in that unison and almost like a dance, and every partner knows each other's move and they all know when everything starts heating up and all those meals and orders start flowing in and out of the kitchen, you have to move like you're parts of a single organism.
When you become a line cook or like seasoned cook in this industry, you have this flow of motion. Once you get in that flow, there's like no stopping it. It's just like this dance that we have. It's very satisfying. The orders come in and you know where everything is. You can close your eyes and grab the sauce, the bottle, the spoons that you need. Once you get to that point where you can do that, that's when it's fun.
Next time you want to complain about your 9-to-5 office job, think about the fact that that kitchen staff have to do it 6 to 7 times, sometimes a week. And they have to be consistent for those 8 to 10, sometimes to 12-hour shifts throughout that entire day. This is why I am so inspired by chefs de cuisine and the kitchen staff. This is why people like Chef Jane, like Anthony Bourdain, like Gordon Ramsay, they set the bar when it comes to the consistency and the quality of execution every single day. I also appreciate the fact that besides the passion for cooking, you have to have strong leadership and organizational skills. And I really appreciate about TohirT channel for exposing what it takes for someone like Chef Jane to deliver those meals hours upon hours before, throughout all that prep up to the point when those perfect ribs or that perfect set of raw fish delivered from Japan arrive at your table for you to enjoy. Appreciate the kitchen staff, especially in the couple of years that we had of pandemic like this. Those guys are the true hard workers.
I remember making a bet with Douglas in the beginning, like, let's try to get a Michelin star. I was like, no, no way, but then we got it.
Did you know what it takes to be part of the kitchen staff? Did you find it equally inspirational as I did? And what other invisible professions are equally inspiring because of the amount of hard work and dedication they exhibit? Share your thoughts and ideas in the section below. Once again, big kudos to About to Eat for the greatly produced video. Huge congrats on everything that she's achieved. To Chef Jane, you're an inspiration, and big props to a new spot, a Korean spot that I'm definitely visiting here in the New York City. If you're like me, inspired by different people from other different professions and industries, well, I'm here every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video with some of your friends. Here, a couple more videos for you to enjoy, and well, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.